Breaking Bad Season 3, yes. So, yeah, it was a pretty good season. Like, really darn good. And this perhaps is one of the best standalone seasons, as in the way that it's not it doesn't require to be a continuous part of the story. Now, this is a season that I would easily recommend by itself, though I would still recommend the previous seasons by themselves. But just saying that it has the best ending and opening, because they are the best standalone parts. Sure, there is some background info that you must know, but those could be presented reasonably, in a reasonably short manner before starting up with this season. Yet this season still holds up very well on its own, even without that background information. Certainly, it helps to know that, but still. So yeah, this season was perhaps the most active. Well, this season most likely had the greatest amount of conflicts, but it also unfortunately had my least favorite episode so far. But I suppose that is balanced out with some of the, well, definitely some of the best episodes I've seen so far, and that's there's quite a lot of good episodes in this season, like a lot, and it's only overshadowed by the number of good scenes just in general in this season. Even though some of the episodes do have kind of a lot of lower tension moments, they do have a lot of really darn good moments, and they do have a wide variety of different moments. But yes, this was certainly the moment in the show where it, well, focuses completely on what makes it its own, what is kind of unique to it, and its greatest selling points, and also its interesting style of intrigue, or its unique sense of intrigue at the very least. Now that the show focuses on that so much, the show truly does become its own, and it truly does sell on its unique premises and its unique style of storytelling and characters. I must say I am not too surprised by the way that the story goes, but that's only because they presented it in a rather logical sense. Although some of the are, as per usual, you do need to take some of the I think that some of the actions taken by the characters are still quite extreme, but they still make it seem reasonable within the story. So props to the show for doing that. That's kind of an amazing feat, to be honest. Yet this season, despite being very logical, is it has some of the most absurdly hard to believe moments that are just through the connections that we know and through the actions that the characters take. Now they seem far more alien than anything else. And the show also takes full advantage of the fact that some of these stories are quite hard to believe, to say the least. Well, I truly do believe that the cinematography and just in general the pacing and editing of the show is quite magnificent. And this show has had my attention during all of the episodes, even that low point of the show, that really only episode that I didn't really like. And even that was still kind of very well paced. The pacing in this season has been one of the best, if not the best so far, considering that some of the episodes just completely fly by through their immaculate pacing, and that's just perfect for me. And the show also has introduced quite a lot of different factors to this and has made the situation a far more messier, and that just makes for far more entertainment. This just in general was far more entertaining or season just through the absurdities that happen through it, which are still reasonable to believe in this kind of world. So it makes the unordinary seem mundane, which is quite a feat to accomplish, but also it sells its premise quite well in that way. And that's why it is such a masterpiece, because it will sell you this kind of an absolutely crazy premise, and where usually normal people wouldn't take the actions that the characters take, but because of certain situations they seem reasonably, well, reasonable to do those actions. It is really darn good season, and I must say some of the situations, some of the climaxes of these conflicts are, well, they do still haunt me to this day, and this has been one of the few. This season had one of the few moments that just made me just all out quit due to the sudden and amazing interruption that it received in the ending. It had one of the it has had some of the best episode endings so far, if not the best as well. So yeah, I must say this is definitely my favorite season so far, as they also bring far more interesting aspects to, well, all of the characters, to be honest. And yeah, it's just good. It's really good. So I'm not gonna go too much deeper into that. So it truly is my favorite season so far, but I haven't seen the next two seasons yet, so that's gonna be interesting. I'll try to get on with that tomorrow. So for now, I thank you all very much for watching, and I hope to see you in the future. I truly do enjoy the series, and it is quite unique. I can see definitely what all the hype has been about. Thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you in the future. Have a great day and stay awesome. Yanmu out. Thanks for watching.